So about 3 years ago, I was running a business. It was a print-on-demand business, and I had a lot of work that I needed to do on that business. So the kind of tasks that I needed to do every day were things like writing ad copy for the Facebook ads that I was running for that business. It was things like creating the product images and all the product descriptions and stuff like that to put on the Etsy listings and everything like that. And at this point when I was running this business, I felt that I was getting absolutely nowhere with it. I felt like I was making no progress. I felt like I was making no progress in the business I was running or any of the other goals I had at the time, because all I really wanted to do was get out of that 9-to-5 job that I had. And I just wanted to make money online in some sort of way, some sort of shape or form. I didn't really care how I made the money online. I just wanted to make money online. And it really wasn't until a few months ago that I really sort of discovered why I was making no progress in any of my online business ventures and why I wasn't really getting anywhere in life. And it was basically just because I didn't realize that I was in a knowledge phase of my life. I didn't realize that I needed to incorporate some new things into my daily routine and actually take some stuff out of my daily routine and simplify things down a lot, so that I could get into that right kind of mindset where I was capable of actually getting anywhere in any kind of online business that I ran. So today I'm going to go through 5 key kind of daily tricks and habits that you can incorporate into your day that I've started doing and have been doing for the last 5 months. And it's just meant that I've been able to be way more focused on work, way more productive. I'm the most productive I've ever been, less distracted, and overall just feel better about the way things are going with my online business and just the way my life's going, the direction, everything. These are kind of the 5 kind of key things. And the first thing that I was doing years ago, and no wonder I wasn't making any progress in anything I was doing, was I was basically addicted to watching Netflix. And I don't mean just watching like the occasional show. I mean, I was binge watching episode after episode after episode of shows that I'd already watched. Like I'd literally already seen Breaking Bad before, and a few years ago, I actually rewatched it a second time and spent countless hours of my life sat in my bed, literally behind me there, just sat on my laptop, watching Breaking Bad again for the second time through. So the first trick I'm going to give you is to literally just swap out watching Netflix, watching TV, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that's taking up loads of time, that's just pure dopamine release. Swap that out for doing something related to knowledge building. So this is reading books, this is listening to podcasts. Now, I literally remember the time when I realized why I was incapable of coming up with ideas and content on YouTube and ideas for videos. I literally would brainstorm for an hour or two at the front of my laptop. I would brainstorm and just come up with ideas and write them down on a list that I had open, a document that I had open. I'd write down a bunch of YouTube ideas, and none of them were really getting me fired up. None of them were really, they weren't really, I didn't feel like I really wanted to make them. I felt like I was just kind of creating them for the sake of it. And I didn't realize this until I'd watched one of Alex Hormozi's videos. Now, if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is this really successful entrepreneur, YouTuber, and I really like him. He's brilliant, gives out great information. And I remember I was actually watching one of Hamza's videos, and I watched a lot of Hamza's videos on YouTube and his videos that he kind of does for creators. And I was watching one of his videos where he was talking about his kind of day-to-day routine. And it was actually his weekly routine. And I realized that 80% of the work that Hamza was doing, or that he said he was doing, was actually just reading books and listening to podcasts and consuming content on YouTube. The reason I mentioned Alex Hormozi is because he actually talks about life as kind of going through these seasons. So like you're in the season of building, in the season of work, the season of no, whatever it is. And I realized that right now I'm actually in a knowledge building season. So whilst I was spending all that time just watching Netflix, rewatching Breaking Bad, watching a bunch of like random YouTube videos from like Markiplier, I was wasting so much time that I could have actually been spent in doing the thing that I needed to do right now, which is the knowledge building phase of my career. And because I was unable to come up with those YouTube titles, come up with those YouTube ideas, I realized it was simply because I just didn't have the knowledge available to me to actually translate into YouTube, because the model that I'm running with and the model that I want to get into and make money from is the synthesizer model. And in order to do that, you need to actually consume the initial content, consume the initial idea, and learn about everything you want to learn about in self-improvement. Because remember, self-improvement's a never-ending journey. I'm on self-improvement. I might be a few steps ahead of you, but you're on self-improvement, I'm on self-improvement. So I was just needing to gain knowledge, and Alex Hormozi talks about this. So I'm in the season of gaining knowledge. So that's the first kind of main thing for you, is if you are finding yourself just playing video games, watching Netflix, whatever it is, just get that out of your head, where if you don't feel like working right now, you've got work that you need to do, but you really don't feel like working right now, so you're going to go off and do something else. That something else should be reading a book, listening to a podcast, watching one of Hamza's videos, watching one of Alex Hormozi's videos, and writing notes down about it, not watching Netflix, playing video games. So that's the main first one. The second one is do 30 to 45 minutes of hard weight training every day. And then obviously, you guys are on in fitness as well. And if you're not into fitness, you'll realize you might need to have rest days. On the rest days, just do 30 minutes or 45 minutes of cardio. But on the days that you're actually weight training, try and keep it short and sweet and do 30 to 45 minutes of hard weight training every day. I'm talking progressive overload, lifting heavier weights than last time, and making sure that you actually are putting a lot of effort in. I made the mistake where I would often go to the gym and kind of just go with the motion and do the same workout every single day. And it was good because I got a pump from it and it felt good, but I wasn't actually seeing a lot of progress until I really started to up the weight and kind of lower the rep range and do a bit more strength training. Doing high resistance strength training has actually been proven to increase testosterone. So we're not as sure on the studies that aren't sure on the direct kind of mechanisms of why doing really heavy resistance training actually increases testosterone. All we know is that it just does. So they've done studies where they've strapped people up to machines and stuff like that and taken blood samples, and people who do like quite hard resistance training, like going to like 95% of failure and doing like 3 to 4 reps, have actually been seen to have increases in testosterone. So that's kind of the second daily habit, I'd say, is just keep it short and sweet and go to the gym for just half an hour or 45 minutes and just do some heavy training, heavy resistance training. Okay, learn to set work blocks in your calendars. This is the third thing, and it's something that took me a long time to realize. I was kind of just, when I was running this print on demand business, I was sort of just working whenever it worked for me. So I'd be putting the work that I needed to do on the back burner and then just letting my life kind of do its thing, going to my 9-to-5 job, seeing my girlfriend, doing whatever it is that I needed to do, playing video games, watching Netflix. And then in between those times when I was bored of watching Netflix and bored of doing whatever, going out with friends, that's when I'd do the work. And I didn't realize I needed to take the work as a priority and block out my calendar. So say from, for example, with this example, from 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock, which is what it is right now, I'm literally just going to record videos and work. And I never used to work like that. Block out your calendar and actually dedicate a set amount of time in the day to just working. And everything else in life needs to be pushed out the way for that work block to be done. And in that time, I switch my phone off, I put it on airplane mode, and I'm just literally at my laptop working, or right now I'm recording on my phone. So that is one thing obviously that's different, but I'm recording on my phone and I'm not checking it after I've recorded this. It gets put over there, it's turned off. And in that time period, I'm just working. And whatever it is for you that you need to do work-wise, business-wise, work on the highest ROI task possible. So for you, if you're doing a service-based business, for example, your highest ROI task is 100% outreach. So for you just need to outreach to more new potential clients. That is your highest ROI task. So in that 90-minute to 3-hour work block, whatever it is, your only focus should be outreach, right? And you need to keep it simple. Don't think I've got to work now. And then in that work block, you have to do 5 or 6 different tasks. In the work block, just do the one highest, most important task and prioritize that task. And then everything else can be done kind of how you used to might have worked, where, I need to edit this video. Yeah, just do it whenever you get a chance to edit it, right? So that's kind of how I work now. And it's just meant I can be way more productive and have way more clear focus of like why I'm actually sat down to do work is to record, and then everything else can be done after. The fourth daily habit is cold showers. So every morning, without fail, just jump in the cold shower. It only has to be 1 minute. 1 to 3 minutes, really. Don't like think of this as like a too serious thing, like I need to be progressive overloading my cold shower, I need to be making it more cold every time, no, just get in the cold shower, get that adrenaline release, and get that cortisol release. So when you wake up, your body's going to naturally release cortisol, which is going to wake you up, make you feel, alert, and it's a healthy kind of cortisol. And the cold shower is going to help accelerate that process and boost that, so you're going to feel really alive, really motivated, and woken up. Not only that, it actually improves your dopamine levels throughout the whole day, pretty much. When you have a cold shower in the morning for literally 1 minute, it improves your dopamine levels all morning and then tapers off throughout the day, which is just going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel more driven, more motivated to do whatever it is you need to do in the day, whether that's fitness-related goals, business, whatever it is. The cold shower is going to just benefit all that. And I've been doing cold showers for literally like 4 months now, ever since I heard about it from Andrew Huberman's podcast. And I just think cold showers are great. Not only that, it actually improves testosterone levels. That's been proven in studies as well. It's to do with like vasoconstriction and dilation, whatever. It just does. You can go look that up if you want. So if you're not doing cold showers every day, just do them. Helps practice your mental resilience as well. So it just helps you kind of like, getting into the cold shower is horrible. You really don't want to do it. And like, it's just this idea of practicing doing this little thing where like, you really don't want to do it, but you're just going to do it. And that kind of translates to everything in life that makes successful people, that makes unstoppable people. They just do shit that they don't want to do. And they do it because they know it's going to be good for them, it's going to be beneficial, it's going to help them get towards their goals. So it's about getting outside your comfort zone and doing something uncomfortable. And the final daily habit is to basically create an accountability checklist. So this is where you just get a scrap piece of paper, and you can do this on a morning or the night before, and you're just going to write maybe 2 or 3 check boxes on that piece of paper with a little task next to it. And on that, you're going to say, right, tomorrow or today, I'm going to record 4 videos. And then you'll do another checkbox that says, I'm going to go to the gym for at least 40 minutes. And then you do another checkbox that says, I am going to jump in the cold shower for at least 1 minute as soon as I wake up, right? 3 checkboxes for the things we've been talking about today. That's an accountability checkbox. At the end of the day, go to that accountability piece of paper and just tick off the things that you've done, right? You will struggle, or you might not struggle, but you will struggle to check off one of them boxes if you haven't done it, right? So if you check off the cold shower box because you kind of like, I don't want to leave the accountability thing unchecked, and your brain is going to literally go and just think, just check it off anyway. You've not done the cold shower, but just check it off anyway. You might do that. And then you will get this kind of feeling of like shame after doing that, right? You'll feel kind of pathetic, right? And I've done this before where I've had like a tracker and I've put down record like 3 videos and I didn't record any of them. And I kind of checked it off, right? Just so I was like, I checked it off because I wanted to check it off. And then afterwards I felt really bad about checking it off. I actually scrapped up that piece of paper, ripped it up, put it in the bin, got another piece out, wrote down the exact same tasks again, ticked off the other 2 that I'd done, and left the top one blank because I hadn't done it, right? And then if you can sort of get a pile of these accountability papers on the side of your room, keep it neat, just have it there, and then you can literally build up these papers over the days, and it's going to make every day just seem more significant, like you're doing more progress. It's going to make you feel more productive, and you can start to see things being ticked off. It's like the more you're ticking off on that bit of paper, the closer you're getting each day to your goals, essentially. So that's the accountability tracker, and I think that's going to be super helpful. It's helped me so far, and that's the 5th kind of daily thing you can do. All right, guys, that's it. That's 5 kind of daily tricks, daily habits, I guess, that you can get into if you're not already doing them. That I think is going to really, really boost your kind of productivity levels. I guess this is about being productive, and it's about kind of getting further towards your goals. A lot of you guys might have fitness goals, well, this is going to help you, and a lot of you guys have business goals. Now this is going to make you super productive, and it's just going to get you into that right kind of mindset that you need to be in to actually go and do stuff that you don't want to do. And I think these 5 kind of daily things is what I've been implementing recently, and it's just helped me get out of that rut where I had online businesses on the side and I just wasn't really in gear, right? I wasn't really doing those things that I needed to do. I know I needed to do them, but it can wait and that kind of thing. These are the kind of 5 things, if you do put them into place, it's going to kind of gear you towards getting stuff done, essentially, right? Cool. Hope you got some value out of that video, guys. Hope it was helpful in any way. and I will see you in the next one.